Well, hello, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today, I'm going to talk about this CT125. This is my 2022 Honda Trail. So there's the little CT125, brought me all the way to the Mogollon Rim, off the 300 Rim Road here in Arizona. This is just beautiful out here. What a pretty view. Look at how far down that goes. Windy today, a lot more windy than I expected. It's just beautiful up here. You can see so much. And the trail is running great. I absolutely love this bike. This is a wonderful bike. I love the aftermarket stuff. This roto pack that I put on there. This rack here is really nice to have. The headlight protection, the USB power. All of those upgrades are awesome. I love the flat rack on the rear because I can mount this milk crate here and hold all my gear. I love the fact that it's got a snorkel. I've been through water on it. Fuel injected. The fuel efficiency on this bike has not dropped below 100 miles to the gallon. I think on average I get between 150 and down to about 125 miles to the gallon. That is fantastic fuel mileage. Now the speed, I weigh, with all my clothes, my helmet, wearing pants and good shoes, I weigh about 210 pounds. Now on the back, because these tires are tubed type tires, you have to carry tire spoons, you got to carry an air compressor, some tools. So I carry a little toolbox. It's what it is. It's an old fishing tackle box is what it is. And I keep my tools in there. I keep first aid. And then this is some of the gear that I've carried for this survival video, this overnighter that I've done. So I guess in total, my gear is probably about 30 pounds. So if you look at me, 210 plus that 30, that's 240, maybe 250 pounds of weight that is on this bike. The reason I bring that up is because even at that payload, this bike can still easily go 55 miles an hour even on a slight grade. Even going up a slight grade, I can still make 55 fairly consistently. Now on flat ground or going down a little bit, on flat I can do 58, maybe 60, and then going down a slight grade, maybe 62, and that's about max. Now I love the chassis of this bike. I love the fact that it has a center stand and a kickstand. It's a quiet motor, so I can sneak up on game. The LED turn signals are fantastic. The headlight is good. I generally leave it on bright. Disc brakes in the front work very good, and on the back the disc brakes are just wonderful. And like I mentioned, the tools, because if you get a flat on this, it's not as simple like a tubeless where you can just stick a plug in it and pump it back up and go. You have to have tools to be able to take this rear tire off. I love the kickstart. I love the fact that it only takes 1 quart of 30 weight motorcycle oil. Then you just drop the drain plug, catch it in an ice cream bucket, put the plug back in, and dump a quart of oil in. The maintenance is simple. This is a wonderful bike. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about the trip today. I've done about 218 miles just on this trip today, and my bike is around 1,000 miles on the odometer. Like, I'm out of my break-in miles, and a couple things that I wish they would do to these CTs that would make them better. I'm up in the mountains, and going up getting up into this area, there's lots of grades that I have to go through. You know, lots of inclines and climbing up through the mountain. And this is only a 125cc motor, so sometimes that's hard on the bike. I usually have it ringed out the whole time going up these grades, and even though it's a windy road and the curves are, you know, reduced speed 25, 30, 35 on some of those curves, the reality is people are in a hurry all the time, and people don't want to go 35 even though that's what it's posted for those curves. So with this thing being a 125, a lot of times I downshift to third gear and I can easily make the speed going up those hills if I ring it out all the way. So what I'm saying is I can go up the hills going 30, 35 and do the speeds, and it's rung out, but it's capable of doing it in like third gear. Again though, I'm laying everybody out because they want to go faster. So if Honda could take this chassis, this CT chassis, and double that motor size from a 125 to a 250, or even better yet, take the motor, take that CRF 300L motor, that Rally, and drop that thing under here, that would be fantastic. That Rally is a bulletproof motor, and that thing's got plenty of power and performance, and it still maintains about 75 miles to the gallon. It's a fuel injected motor, and it's rock solid. If they could do that on this chassis, I don't think they'd be able to keep them in stock. Heck, they can't even keep these in stock. When you find one of these, jump on it, because they're fantastic bikes. They are a little bit, they could use more power is what I'm trying to say. They're perfect for around town. If you got to go do some grocery shopping, got to run to the store, something around town, perfect bike. I love the fact that they don't have a clutch. Sometimes, you know, I'll have, you know, my phone, I'll take a picture if there's not traffic or something, or I'll hold something or anything like that. It's nice not having that clutch. But I think if they could drop a bigger motor, they wouldn't even be able to manufacture these things fast enough. People would be buying them like nobody's business. If they bumped it up to a 5-speed and made a bigger motor, oh my gosh, and still allowed all the same accessories, even if the bike was bigger, even if they made it bigger, you know, just more power, little bit bigger, maybe a little bit heavier, obviously, because it's going to have a bigger motor, but that would be wonderful. This is a fantastic bike. The Honda Monkey seems to be a little bit faster, and I don't feel like I have to ring that one out as much. This one, I'm always ringing this one out, and it doesn't seem to have any problems. Now, I do have a friend that has one of these, and he's always running high octane fuel in it, and he's outperforming me. He's going faster than I am. I don't ever run high test in mine. I only run the lowest grade fuel, and it performs fine. But if you look at this motor, I don't think with that aluminum body and stuff, I don't think that's designed for high test. So my buddy calls me one day and he says, hey, I think I messed my bike up. And I said, what'd you do? He said, I didn't do anything. It doesn't run right. It's smoking and it's making noise. I said, what happened? He said, I don't know. And personally, I think it's that high test fuel that he's been running in his bike. I don't think these little motors are designed for that. It would probably be a good idea to ask someone who works on these, someone who's in the business of motorcycles, and ask them if these are, can you run high test in them? I don't know. So anyway, those are my thoughts, my updates on this CT125. This is a phenomenal bike. It really is. If Honda could make a CT250 or a CT300, oh my gosh, that would be like a dream come true. I just love the chassis and everything about this bike. So folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video, talking about the wonderful Honda CT125. It is my favorite bike, and I've had lots of bikes in my life. It is a performer, but it could do better if they threw a bigger motor on it. Around town, this is like perfect. One more thing before I go. The battery on this bike, that's the only thing that I've found that's a downside. They put this little dinky battery in there, and sometimes when the bike is turned off and I'm using my USB power to charge my flashlight or my phone or my GoPro, it actually can drain the battery. And the problem with that is the bike won't start. But the good thing is, Kickstarter right there works, and it works very well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Hit that thumbs up, like, and if you like the content that you see on my channel, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys, all of you out there, have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.